Hello, everybody, and welcome to this special presentation of the nominations. The nominees about to be announced for the upcoming That Wrestling Award show. The episode for that award show will take place on Friday, January the 15th, 2021. That'll be our second episode of the new year. Members of our Facebook group were asked to place their nominees in all of our categories that we have put up. And in just a moment, you will find out the nominees in each of our categories. A couple that could be fun, but most of them are very serious. December 21st was the day to stop the nominations. Voting will begin Monday, December the 28th, and it will go all the way until Thursday, January 14th. So, you have 2 weeks to place your votes for the nominees, and the winners, like I said, will be announced on our second show of the year, Friday, January 15th. It is now time to read off all of our nominees. And I will start off with our most important category, Wrestler of the Year. The nominees for Wrestler of the Year are Drew McIntyre, Chris Jericho, Jon Moxley, MJF, and Kenny Omega. Our next category is the Woman of the Year Award. The Woman of the Year. The nominees are Sasha Banks, Io Shirai, Asuka, Britt Baker, and Hikaru Shida. Next category is Tag Team of the Year. The nominees are The Street Profits, Kenny Omega and Adam Page, Santana and Ortiz, the Young Bucks, and Best Friends. Our next category, which is my personal favorite, might be our most loaded category this year. Match of the Year. I can tell you before I even read the nominees, we have 8 nominees for the Match of the Year. And the nominees for the Match of the Year are Randy Orton versus Edge from WrestleMania, Adam Page and Kenny Omega versus the Young Bucks from AEW Revolution, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens from TLC, Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy in the Mimosa Mayhem match from All Out, Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega from AEW Dynamite, Kazuchika Okada versus Kota Ibushi from Wrestle Kingdom 14 Night 1, Adam Cole versus Tommaso Ciampa from NXT TakeOver Portland, and Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre from the Survivor Series. Next category is Best Wrestling Promotion. The nominees are WWE, New Japan Pro Wrestling, AEW, NXT, Ring of Honor. Next category is the Best Weekly TV Show. The nominees are SmackDown, AEW Dynamite, NXT, Ring of Honor Wrestling. Next category is the Best Major Wrestling Show of the Year. Basically, a pay-per-view, an iPay-per-view, maybe an indie event that was really good. Here are the nominees for the Best Major Wrestling Show of the Year. The Royal Rumble, Wrestle Kingdom Night 1, AEW Double or Nothing, AEW Revolution, and Impact Slammiversary 2020. Our next category is the best commentator. The nominees are Corey Graves, Tony Schiavone, Excalibur, Jim Ross, and Samoa Joe. The next category is, I'm thinking, one of our fans' favorite categories, the Hell Has Frozen Over Award for the most shocking moment in wrestling this year. The nominees are Drew McIntyre eliminating Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble, Sting debuts in AEW, wrestling going on during the pandemic, and Edge's return. The next category is the They Should Be in the WWE Hall of Fame Award. Basically, these are the individuals who surprisingly are not in the WWE Hall of Fame, but yet they should. The nominees are Owen Hart, Crash Holly, Jim Cornette, Demolition, Cyndi Lauper, RoboCop, Dynamite Kid, Ken Patera. Next category is the Feud of the Year. The nominees for Feud of the Year are Bayley versus Sasha Banks, Jon Moxley versus Eddie Kingston, The Best Friends versus Inner Circle, Edge versus Randy Orton, Cody versus MJF, and Jon Moxley versus Chris Jericho. Our next category is the most overrated wrestler. The nominees are Keith Lee, Baron Corbin, The Miz, Roman Reigns, and Bray Wyatt. Our final category is the complete opposite, the most underrated. The nominees are Dominic Mysterio, Ricochet, Darby Allin, Pineapple Pete, Orange Cassidy, Eddie Kingston, and Shelton Benjamin. And those are all the nominees in our categories for this year's That Wrestling Award show. A reminder once again that the voting will begin on Monday, December 28th, and will go all the way until Thursday, January 14th, with the award show being on Friday, January 15th, 2021. Thank you for listening to this special, and I will talk to you all later this week on the season finale of That Wrestling Show.